everyone. Welcome back to my channel, Miss Pretty Plants. I am excited today to welcome you and share with you some seeds that I have recently placed orders for, and it is really exciting for me right now to start dreaming about my garden with these seeds. And I already sowed some seeds earlier in January using the winter sowing method, and I will post a link to that video up above, so you can, if you haven't tried this method, I would highly encourage you to try it and sow some of your winter hardy perennials or some of your hardy annuals that way, so that by the time it's spring, you would be ready to plant them in your garden. So today I will share with you a lot of these seeds that I have placed orders for, and for me it has been a joyful journey to look for these seeds, to read about them, to dream about them, and to finally receive them in my home, where I can now decide what I'm going to do with them and share with all of you. It's been a very exciting process. If you haven't grown anything from seed, I would highly recommend you to try something from seed this year in 2022. And it can just be one flower, one thing, one vegetable, because it's highly rewarding to see something germinate from a seed and then see it grow, and then see it flower or fruit or give you that vegetable. It is a very joyful feeling to see that and go through that journey is amazing. So I highly recommend that. I, for a fact, have ordered a ton of seeds. I'm not sure if I'm going to get to try all of them, but I'm going to try sowing a lot of them and trying them in my garden this year. That is the plan. This season's mantra for me is going to be play with these seeds and see what they do, and I will learn from it. Some of them may be successful, some of them I might need to kind of improve upon, and that's the whole part about gardening and learning to garden is trying different things. I mean, there is nothing right or wrong. You learn and you grow as gardeners by trying and by getting your hands dirty. And I think for me, just looking at these colors right now all set up on my dining table is making me so joyful and happy, because it makes me dream of the spring and summer season, which is not that far away if you think about it. And if you start counting in terms of gardening days, it kind of makes it closer than you think it is. So with that, I will share with you a little bit about where I ordered these seeds from. So these seeds were all ordered from online stores, a couple of places in the United States, which are quite famous, and I'm sure you've probably already heard about these places. And if not, I would highly recommend you to check out their online store or order a catalog and browse through it and see which ones you love. And I found that process really exciting and really fun. So the two places that I ordered from, the first one is Johnny's Seeds Company, and then the other one is Baker Creek Seeds. And very happy to have finally received these orders. They are both based out of the United States. I live in Canada, so I had to pay for shipping, but I think it's worth it. If you kind of consolidate everything you want in one order, I think it makes it more cost effective to order it that way. I did not order a whole bunch from Johnny's Seeds. I just wanted to give it a try, and I might place some more orders later on in the season, but for now I think I have a lot at my hand to kind of play with and try out. And I'm excited to have this chat with you and show you the seeds that I have ordered. And the other thing I wanted to mention was I will also talk a little bit about what my plans are for sowing them. I might sow some of them using the winter sowing method, or I might just start some indoors and some of them directly outdoors. So I will kind of talk through that a little bit as I go through the seeds. And if you really enjoyed watching this video, please do hit the like button, and subscribe to my channel for more updates from me, more gardening videos and all things plants. And I am very happy that to have you on my channel and to take you along with my seeds. So here we go. Without further ado, I will show you the seeds that I placed orders for. Here we go. Here are all the seeds that I placed orders for. So I'm going to, in no particular order, I'm just going to go through each one of these and show them to you, and share with you what I ordered. So the first one is a marigold. So this one is the Cracker Jack mix. So you can see it has a mix of bright yellow, saffron yellow, and like mangoish yellow, and a saffron orange kind of colors here. So again, these are from Baker Creek Seeds, and this one is again beautiful. It has really nice big blooms, and it is a giant African type, and it has big double blooms in lemon yellow to deep orange, and the plants are about 30-inch tall, so quite tall. And the plan for this one would be, I think I will direct sow these seeds, because marigolds are pretty easy to sow and from seed outdoors directly. So that's what my plan is for marigolds. Unless it changes as the season progresses, I am going to do that. The next one is Burning Embers marigold. So this one is, as you can see, quite a bit more delicate and beautiful, vibrant red, and it has a little bit of striping in some of these flowers as well. So these are basically Burning Embers marigold, and it is a smoldering and memorable marigold with gracefully wavy stems and smoky orange and red blossoms that resemble embers in a crackling fire. So this old variety has long been tended in the Linnaeus Botanical Gardens in Uppsala, Sweden. So really excited to have this one as well, and I think most likely I will direct seed these after the first frost. So that's the plan for this. And I do also have a couple other marigolds that did not come in a kind of a nice picture showing package. This one is just like I think it's a generic Baker Creek seed package, and this one is a Colossus red gold bicolor. So this one is also a really nice double flower marigold. It's also really found this one attractive on their website, and I also placed an order for that one. And then also an orange flame marigold. So this one was also a really pretty, vibrant, bright orange marigold that was quite a good size, which I really liked. And this one was also on the taller side. So really excited to try these varieties of marigolds in my garden. I actually really love marigolds because I grew up in India, and marigold is a staple flower in India, and it takes me back to a lot of childhood memories. So marigold is a very much of a staple plant for me in the garden, and the scent of it is just very nostalgic for me, and I'm really excited to try these different varieties this year in my garden. So next I will share with you some of the cosmos that I ordered. So this is a seashells cosmos. So I ordered a couple of packets of this cosmos as well, and this one, sorry, is basically has ray flowers, cone shaped rather than flat, and they come in deep rose, shell pink, and snowy white, and the plants can get about 4 feet tall. And some of the reviews that I was reading on this cosmos said that the plants can get up to 8 feet tall. So really excited to have these in the garden. Look at all these deep shades of pink. I just love how these look, and I always enjoy cosmos when they kind of come in different shades, and that's what I love about cosmos. Very nice airy flower in the garden, and I'm excited to try this one out. This one I think I will winter sow 1 packet and see how that does, and I will save one of these to direct sow in the spring. That way I have some early flowers, and then these can catch up to these, and gives me a sense of comparison between the two, which method works better, and that way I can kind of have these flowers in the garden earlier and later. So the next flower that I also ordered was this Marvel of Peru Marbles Mix 4 o'clock. So these are also really stunning colors, as you can see. Wide variety of colors in here, lots of texture with you know, the patterns on the flowers with different colors. I love how this yellow one looks, and then this peachy coral one looks. It's just stunning. So this is also a very tender perennial, yellows, reds, oranges, and whites. Each flower is brilliantly striped and splashed with contrasting hues. So again, this one is a hardy annual. It can also self-seed and reseed. So this is a good candidate as well for me to winter sow. So this is also something that I'm going to try to winter sow and see how it does. I might actually do this very shortly, and I will share that video with you on the seeds that I do winter sow. And then the next one that I ordered as well is kind of a similar shape to the 4 o'clocks, but I found the flowers were much larger. So this is a plant that I've never ever seen or grown, and I was curious by it, and all the reviews on it were amazing as well. So this is a Salpy glossus. So this is a grandiflora mix, which tells me that these flowers are going to be big. So again, these are an annual. They are from Chile, and large petunia-like blooms splashed with vibrant purple, pinks, and yellows. So it's best in cool summer. So it likes a little bit of a cooler summer weather. So I think this is also something that can be, you know, grown in part shade. So I'm excited about that. I have a lot of shady spots that I could use this one in. So I might winter sow this. I'm not 100% sure if I will, but maybe I will try a few seeds of winter sowing and see how this one does. I just wanted to show you a close-up of how nice these flowers actually look, and I'm excited to grow this one. So the next one I will show you that I ordered is this Nasturtium. So this one is called a tip-top rose Nasturtium. So this one is really, really pretty as well, and it has a lot of pinks in it, which I was really excited about this Nasturtium. So this one is an edible flower. Of course, you guys probably already know that Nasturtium is an edible flower. So this one is a soft rose color. Plants will reach 14 inches tall, so not very tall. It has a mounding habit with leaves that are also edible and make a spicy green in salads. So the punchy rose tone petals are perfect to top cakes and other creations that in the kitchen. So planting instructions, again, you could start it indoors and plant outside, or you can sow them directly outside. And on the same note, I also have this Nasturtium seeds that from last year that I didn't get around to planting. These are the peach Melba. So this is also another one that I might try this year. And don't they look stunning together? I just love the colors on these Nasturtiums. And I love the classic orange, but there's something about these that make them so exciting to grow as well. And I can't wait to try this one. So the next one is a portulaca. So this one is a moss rose, And I've seen a single one, but this is a double one, which got me really excited. The flowers look stunning on this one, as you can see. And this one is also produces endless succession of large blooms, so 2-inch blooms, fully double flowers in vibrant jewel tones. It takes heat and drought, which I really love because I have some drought areas where I could plant this next to my succulent garden. The next one I wanted to show you is this one. This is a buckwheat. It's Tacani Ruby. So look at how pretty these flowers look. And this one was something that I just kind of ended up ordering last minute, but I'm glad I did because it just looks really pretty and it's a nice texture in the garden, I feel. So this one again is red flowering buckwheat, is a rare and wondrous pseudo grain. Blankets of color can be seen blooming high in the Himalayas. The seeds are ground into a flour for soba noodles. So you can eat the seeds, and it blooms very quickly, often 6 to 8 weeks after sowing. So this one I will probably direct sow, and it's also quite beneficial to the soil. So it's good for your soil as well. So many reasons to plant this one. So I like that it's edible and it's pretty and it's good for the soil. How can you go wrong with something like this? So this is the one that I'm going to try this year. The next one is a dahlia. So this is a cactus flower mix. Aren't they stunning? Actually, I did not know that I could buy dahlias as seeds. And in the past, I've only bought tubers. So I was really excited when I saw this flowered mixed seeds. And I love the cactus dahlia. I think they add so much whimsy in the garden. I love the spiky kind of petals, and I love all these vibrant colors. So I'm excited to kind of add them to the garden. So it's a tender perennial. It's a stunning mix of dahlias with slightly curved petals in a stellar range of alabaster, cherry, lemon chiffon, peach, and pink. So sturdy 3-foot plants grow easily from seed and benefit from staking. So yeah, so again, this one you can either plant directly after last frost, or you can start them indoors, and then you could dig out the tubers in a frost-free condition over winter. So this is something exciting that I'm looking forward to trying as well. So this is the other one that I ordered. So this is a Love in a Miss Jekyll mix. So this is a Nigella. Never ever grown this one, and it really intrigued me how wispy the blooms were, the colors on it, and just the foliage. Everything about this plant looks so pretty and dainty and attractive. So the instructions on this one is it's an annual, and it is a standard since at least as far as back as the 1930s. So the blooms are smoky gems. As you can see, the colors are very smoky in mellow tones of rose, sky blue, dark blue, and white. And I think these colors will really complement all of the other colors I have going, and I just love them. And this one is also, I think, a good candidate for, because you can sow these in the fall. I think these would be a great candidate for winter sowing. So I'm going to try winter sowing this as well. So the next one that I also ordered is this one. This is a Black-Eyed Susan wine. So this is the Blushing Susie. So you can see the colors are very shades of pink, which they're really pretty. Some of them are almost white and cream, and then they go all the way up to like a dark rose color. So love the colors on this. Been always wanting to grow this Black-Eyed Susan wine, and I think I'm gonna really try growing this this year. So it is a rare color, and it's like the color mix is like a bowl of summer fruit, and doesn't it really look like that? It's beautiful. The colors from raspberries and cream to plum and dark cherry. So again, I can sow it directly in the spring. And basically it will self-seed freely. So I think this one is also going to be a good candidate for winter sowing, because if this was to grow in nature and self-sow, it would be fine outdoors right now. So I think I'm going to give this one a shot with winter sowing, and I might save a few seeds just in case it is not successful, that I can try direct sowing or start indoors later. So the next one I am really excited to share as well is this Gomphrena. So this one is called Strawberry Fields. I fell in love with the texture and shape of these blooms. They almost don't look like blooms, which is what I love about these, because I think when you have plants like this, they add an architectural element in the garden. It's just not looking like a traditional bloom. They add so much interest and whimsy. Love the color on this. It's a bright, almost like a raspberry red. So this one is a favorite cutting flower. Strawberry Fields produces profusions of vivid lipstick red blooms on sturdy 18-inch long stems. Stunning when planted in masses and a phenomenal bedding flower. It produces a long season of color. So I love that. And you can start them indoors or you can sow them directly. So these seeds do need to be pre-soaked for about 2 days. Yeah, so this one is something I think I will directly plant outside when the weather warms up. That's the plan on this one, unless I plan to start them indoors. I think that's what I'm going to do with this. And then here are some other flower seeds. Sorry, this is not a flower, but this is a coleus pinto mix. So I decided to get some seeds for coleus as well, and I have a lot of shady areas that I could use coleus in. So I'm going to also start these later when the weather warms up and put them in shady areas. So love the colors on this. So this one is intense splashes of rainbow colors. And then old-fashioned plant, it's perfect for shady spots, like I said, and you can also put them in containers and borders. Really excited to include them in my shade garden. So the other thing that I also ordered was the Sweet Alyssum. So this is a tall white variety. I love how wispy these flowers look, and I like how white ties in all these colors. So I kind of want to use them in some of my borders as well. So it's basically tiny snow white flowers produced by hundreds on 1-foot spikes. So they're just a foot long, and the fragrance is honey-like, and we can directly sow them as the soil can be worked. So that's what I plan to do with these. I think either start them indoors or I might just sow them directly outside. So that's the plan for this one. I'm excited. I have 2 of these that I can use, and I might initially just start them in one bed and see how that goes, and then as they kind of self-sow and move freely throughout my garden, or as I collect more seeds, I might spread them out in other areas. So it's always good to kind of start in one, have one bed that you can kind of focus on, because it will require a lot of seeds to cover all your beds. So I kind of want to see how this does in one of my beds before I decide to use it in other places. So the next seed that I kind of found at my grocery store, or no, it wasn't a grocery store, it was my local nursery. This is a Lavatera. So this one is a twins hot pink. Almost looks like a petunia, but I think it has a larger flower, almost like a hibiscus. Beautiful pink color. So this one is also, it is a Shoyas display flower. Has satiny flowers and cup-shaped blooms that resemble single hollyhocks or hibiscus. And they grow quickly from seed into uniformly shaped plants that flower vigorously throughout the season. So again, it's an easy to grow annual, and I can start it indoors before frost. Or this is also a good candidate for winter sowing. So I might try, I have 2 of these packets here. So I might winter sow one and then play around with the other one in a different method. So the next seed that I also found at this nursery was this Nemophila. So Nemophila is the variety is called Penny Black. I was just intrigued by the shape of these blooms and the color. It's so unique and different. I love how it has this white border, and I think it will look really nice with this this alyssum. So really like how this looks, and it also is a nice color to kind of tie in with all of these other colors. I think it's a pretty flower. So this one is also um, um, it's almost black, small flowers. It has a picketed white edge, and it's perfect accent for rock gardens, small patios, borders, edging along pathways and containers, and window boxes. So again, beautiful, different flower that I don't have or have never seen. So I think it's a good one to try. So here are some other seeds from Johnny's seeds that I ordered. So this one is a Verbena bonariensis. So this one is those infamous purple flowers that grow on these spiky kind of stems. And I've seen them on most garden videos and recommendations, and I really wanted to try these in my garden. So this is the one I ordered from Johnny's Seeds, and I'm excited to have this in my garden. I will also start this by winter sowing shortly, and really excited to have this one in my garden, and it also readily stuffs seeds. So excited to see that happen. If not, I will get more seeds next year, but excited to have this in my garden and add this purple kind of textural kind of height and beauty with these flowers. So they are really tall as well. And instruction wise, it's a tender perennial. You can sow it 8 to 12 weeks before last frost, and as I told you, I plan to winter sow them, and yeah, that's the plan for this one. And it takes about a month for the seeds to germinate, so it takes a while for this to germinate. So the next thing I also ordered was Fama Deep Blue Scabiosa. So Scabiosa, this is a perennial kind, and I am excited to have this one as well. I have 50 seeds in this. It's a lot of seeds, and I love Scabiosa because I planted some last year, and I noticed that they were the last flowers to still bloom in my garden all up until December. So this one, Fama Deep Blue, has a really nice deep blue and mauve, shades of mauve and purple. So excited to try this one out and see what this does. This one is another one that I also plan to winter sow. So again, it's a great cut flower. You can put it in back of beds, borders, or in containers. And yeah, it takes about 10 to 12 days for germination. You know, direct seeding is not recommended in this case, so it's good to kind of start it and then transplant this one. So excited to have this one. So the other one that I ordered from Johnny's Seeds is Benary's Giant Mix Zinnia. So this is those giant zinnia seeds. There's 100 seeds in here. I absolutely love zinnias. It's one of my favorite annual flowers, and I always grow it in my garden. I need to have some zinnias in my garden at all times, so I'm excited to have this mix. Yeah, it's really this is also something I will probably start later in the season, just as the weather warms up. I am experimenting with one tray of winter sowing zinnias. I will see if that's successful, and then I might use that method next year. But because it's a tender annual, I kind of want to save this one to start later when the weather warms up. So moving on to, like, that's all the flowers that I ordered, and I'm thrilled, as you can see, to share these with you and have them in my garden, and I just absolutely love all these colors. So next I will share with you some of the vegetables that I ordered as well. I didn't order a lot of vegetables. It was mostly a few different ones that I wanted to try in my garden this year. And as you know, with Baker Creek Seeds, they always give you some free seeds. So I did receive a couple of free seed packets that are in the vegetable category as well, which I'm really thrilled, because as you can see, I did not order anything, a huge order with vegetables. I just ordered 4 things that I wanted to try in my garden, and the theme that I wanted was the color purple. So I ordered a purple kind of tomatoes. So this is a black strawberry tomato. As you can see, these are these tiny tomatoes that I'm excited to grow in my garden. Beautiful, beautiful tomato. So this one is produces a 1 ounce fruit in marble blue, scarlet, and gold. A bowl full resembles a luminous bunch of gems, and the flavor is decadent and indulgent. Perfectly sweet and tart balanced flavor. Extremely productive early, and it's really exciting. So this is something I will start indoors probably end of March. So the next thing I picked was this pink tongue eggplant. So this one, I was reading reviews on it, and it had a very kind of prolific production. So purple fruit, 18 inches long, 2 inches in diameter, and one of the best Chinese eggplants, and superbly delicious. So excited about this one. Again, I will start this indoors most likely, or I might, yeah, I will have to start this one indoors, and I'll move them out and harden them as time progresses. So this is the other one that I wanted to try out. This is the Chinese red noodle bean. Again, look at the color on this. I just love how this looks, and just so much fun. So this one is a customer favorite. I read so many reviews on it. It's a must-have for a lot of people in their gardens. So let me know if you do grow this one. It's deep red. 18-inch pods are delicious and keep most of their color when sauteed. So it's very exciting. And the last purple purple thing I ordered is this basil, which is dark purple opal. Love, love, love how this looks, and I'm sure it tastes fabulous. So it's beautiful and ornamental variety. It's deep Roman purple. Mild flavor is good for cooking, salads, and more. So again, this can be sown in place. So I can directly sow these seeds, or I can start them indoors if I want. But yeah. And it's good to pick off the flower spikes so that the plants can grow more and they branch out more and fill out more. So the 2 free seeds that I got are this cucumber. This is the Bait Alpha. So this is, look at these beautiful cucumbers. So really excited. This variety is very popular in the Mediterranean. It's been developed in Israel. And fine flavor, high yields, burpless, and have great shelf life. Superior for slicing and pickling. So really excited. So yeah, I think this one too, I can probably, it has instructions on, it sprouts in 7 to 14 days. So I think I will probably plant it sometime in end of mid-April time frame. And then the last thing that I got was this lettuce, which is Merlot. I mean, I think it just goes with all the purple themed veg that I ordered. Just love how this looks. Beautiful, beautiful lettuce. And so this one is reputed to be the darkest red lettuce in existence. Frilly leaf margins, crisp, waxy leaves. And recommended as a cutting type for baby greens production or cut and come again harvesting. So I like that. So you can kind of harvest the edges and it keeps growing. So yeah, so it's best grown as a spring or fall crop in most areas. So this is also a good candidate for winter sowing or direct sowing in the spring when it's cooler. So we'll probably put this out in the garden a lot sooner than all the other vegetables. So that's it. So that's all the seeds that I placed orders for, and I wanted to thank everyone for watching this video and joining me in this little bit of a seed chat. I hope to take you along when I winter sow some of these, and If you have any of these, and if you've placed orders for any of these, do let me know in comments which ones are your favorites, and what seeds are you starting this spring for your garden. Thank you again for watching.